is episode 5.
They started pricing studio time. I was like,
What up, world? This is Jamaal the RX, and this is the Value of the Beats podcast. And I got my co-host with me. What's
your
your
boy,
name?
motherfucking Wizard Taylor, aka formerly known as to the producer world, Mylez Taylor. Here finna capture some great energy today, man.
Yes, sir. And this is episode 5. Yes, sir. We got a very special guest coming in. She is a female producer, multi-instrumentalist, a singer, painter, and we definitely gonna talk more about what she does and what she's up to. Her name is Jamaica, aka Muziqli.
Come on in, girl. Bring that ass here, girl. How you doing, lovely? How you doing? So you will be our 4th female producer so far?
Only our second.
Because we had Alexandria, we had Nadia.
Oh, third. Oh, fourth. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
and
You're
then-
right.
Okay. So we really expanding on a variety of female producers, which is really essential because we want to have a diversity of the people we have around. How you doing today?
doing good. I'm here, so
Yeah,
better than sitting at home. And I mean, if I was sitting at home, I'd probably just be making beats. So
That's right. Living that producer life. So are you full time doing this or?
I mean, I don't make any money at it really to speak of, but yeah, I'm not doing nothing else right now really. So
Type living that good life. Sit at
Yeah.
home, make beats, and chill. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I like that. Okay. Man. You came in with the strut. You came in with a laptop to set. That's a big MIDI.
Yeah, this is a push. It's a push 2.
It's like
Controls Ableton. It's a controller, an instrument. Does all kinds of stuff.
like machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like Machine, but this is specifically for Ableton.
It's kind of like the they have a thing for Pro Tools too, like a controller, how you control
Yeah,
like
this
the
is
recording, the
specific for
microphone.
Ableton. Yeah. So once I plug this in, this is just talks together with that.
That's beautiful.
I have another one that the first edition. I have the first one that they made, but they didn't have the different colors, so I couldn't like color coordinate everything like you were talking about. Make sure you color coordinate. Like, yeah, that's why I upgraded to this.
Okay.
So also heard that you're a painter. Did you bring any paintings? Or?
I didn't bring any paintings. I don't even have my phone with me, so I can't even show you any pictures unless you want to go online.
Oh, we could definitely
Yeah.
check something out. I could pull something up in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? Jamaal also has some details. He said that you be in the works. You be in the works. Tell us what do you do or what have you done so far? Any recent
I've been working
projects?
on I released a couple lo-fi tracks with poetry over them, so I'm kind of looking for poets to
Okay.
work with. More poets. I have somebody that's working on a track right now. Most of my stuff is inspired by life, so it depends on what's going on in life, how inspired I am.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. So, is there anything recent that you got coming? Anything to look forward to?
Yeah, I have a track that I'm working on right now that I'm trying to create a choir with my own voice, like just numerous tracks with me singing. So I'm trying to create like a backup choir.
That's what the chorus effect is for, right? That's how you
Yeah,
use
that doesn't, not really.
it doesn't work.
No,
like
you
that.
gotta actually like just stand in different places in the room and sing, so you can actually have the different voices in the different space. Like that's what I'm learning and lining everything up right is. I mean, I've put double R on a couple of the tracks just to like give it so it sounds like more voices than it actually is, but but just using chorus, I tried that at first and I was like, no, that's not. I want it to sound like you actually have a choir behind you.
Okay, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about like incorporating like your artistic paintings into like some visuals, do like some cool things?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I've started an art channel and I'm using some of my beats to put behind like, you know, where you can see my painting process and just watch it speed up and then put beats. I asked my I actually have a producer group that I belong to, PLFG, and I asked them, I was like, hey, you guys, I need beats for this, for my content, so I don't want to get, you know, copyright strikes or whatever, but yeah.
You know, Jamaal was talking about rapping earlier. I think he might rap on some of your beats today.
Oh, damn. Go ahead.
That's why I was
If
saying.
anybody wants to freestyle on it, go for it. I'm down.
That's fire.
But I'm curious, like, what's your musical background? Like, how did you get into music?
My mom was a musician. She was a full-time musician. That's how she paid her bills. And then,
That's gas.
yeah, she bought me a ukulele when I was like 4 years old. And I got a guitar when I was 7. And she bought herself a drum set when I was like 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ended up just going, you know what? They're yours. You can have them. Because she would do something. I'd be like, let me try. And I would do it better. And she's like, you know what? Take these out to the barn. She made me take them like to the barn, like 300 yards away from the house, and set them up there. And I learned a Devo cassette and a Missing Persons cassette front to back, like at 11 years old, just by ear, And I listen to that stuff now, and I'm like, that is not beginner drumming. That is not what I would tell a new student to start out with.
That's what I was talking about earlier. How those people who could just listen to a beat or something, bro, and just be like, yeah, that's key. That's a G minor. What?
Right.
How do you?
But see, that's how I am with drums. Is I can actually hear each part separately in my head and break it down. Okay, so your hi-hat's doing this, your bass drum's doing that, your snare's doing this. As long as I can get that, then I can get my body doing it. It's like no problem.
So how did you get introduced into DAWs coming from like over? Like what made you transition to keep going?
I started pricing studio time, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
And then I had somebody gave me a copy of Ableton, and I was like,
lucky.
Okay, I'm going to try my hand at this. And I actually sold my first song that I ever produced to a movie maker. So that kind of gave me like the fire under my ass. I was like, oh shit, I was like, hey, check this out. It was just an experimental track, and I was like, not even done with it. And I sold it before it was even finished. She goes, when that's done, I want to buy it for my movie I'm working on. I was like, okay, cool.
That's
so that put a fire under my ass, like selling the first song that I ever made. I was like, sweet, I got money. Yeah. Let's do this some more.
I have a family member who said yesterday, no movie producer, whatever, buy my beats like that. I know he's going through a rough time, so like if you had to like give him some like advice on like to keep going and like,
I would say you never know what's gonna happen, because like that movie producer actually found me through a whole different channel. Like I was like, you live in LA, you can't find somebody out there? She's like, yeah, but I just can't get you out of my head. Like I just remember you, and I want you specifically. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But I would say just keep on going, because you never know. Like I try to network everywhere I go, and so you never know who's in the audience. That's the other thing, is always be on your A game when you're performing or whatever, because that's how she heard me, as I was actually put in a little showcase, and they brought like some certain people from the whole conference in, and she's like, I remembered it.
You're an artist as well?
Yeah. So I performed a couple songs, and she just looked through the channels to find me and was like, I want you in my movie. I want this music. And I was like, okay, cool.
That's good.
And then I played the beat that I was working on, because I was like, I'm learning how to make beats. Check this out. She's like, oh my God, I love this. I want this. I was like, because my son's like, it's weird. I'm like, all right, I need another opinion, because he don't like it. He's just like, it's weird.
It'd
I'm
be
like
that.
But you know what? Weird isn't always bad. Sometimes weird is good.
I mean, look at Tizo Touchdown. That man looks like he got like, when I first saw him, I was like, what? He got like metal things in his head, but he makes good music. He weird, but he definitely make good music. So like,
yeah, you never know. You can't really judge the book by its cover. You never know. Like I've seen some people that I'm like, what are they doing getting on stage? And they get on stage and they just
kill it,
just blow you away. Homeless men with half broken guitars that are just jamming, just killing it.
I've seen it down the street from my house. Dude just playing electric guitar. I was like, yo, what you want for that guitar? And I was like, wait, never mind. You look like that's like the only thing you got to life, bro. I'm not gonna take away music from you, type thing.
Yeah.
You ever face scrutiny as a female artist or producer?
Oh, tons. Like when I was like, I first started in my mom's band when I was 13, and the the most common phrase said to me back then was, "You're really good for a girl," and I'd be like, "Man,
That's
if you could
messed
just
up.
leave that for a girl thing off of there, like, because I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I was doing this in the '80s when girls didn't play drums or guitar or anything like that. Even my band teacher was like, "Don't you want to play flute or clarinet?" And I was like,
That's
"No,
crazy.
Fuck a
I
flute.
don't. I don't want to play that." I was learning how to play trumpet, and I was like, "I want to play trumpet." He's like, "You'll never catch up." I'm like, "Catch up to 7th grade band? Like, come on." Yeah, there's a ton. I mean, I don't want to go into horror stories, but I've had people that are like, "Oh, I'm going to come over and make music with you." And next thing I know, it's just totally something off the rails, something else. And it's not the easiest space to be in as a woman.
I feel
Being a
you.
producer.
I feel you. You're a strong
Just
woman.
being in music in general. But being a producer kind of adds another level because they're like, what's this girl coming in trying to invade our space for?
But we need a dope female producer. Like we know a lot of guy producers, but I feel like a lot of the producers that we know that are famous are regurgitated. Like we get new artists. Like
Oh, yeah, you get new sounds from artists all the time. Like,
how many new producers do you know, especially females? Like name one famous female producer right now in the game that is making hit records with artists.
I mean, I can name a few.
You can?
there's probably a few, but a lot of times they're not necessarily like showcase. Like, you're not going to hear their name the way you hear like Timbaland's name or something like that.
They
because
making any
it's
money
just
underground.
It's just a little more underground, a little less like,
Maybe I'm just not seeing them.
maybe they're just not getting their shine.
I need to do my research and find them.
Yeah.
Cause that's how we found you. We got our research on you. You fire. And I tell every producer that's sitting in this chair, anybody who's sitting in this chair right now, that you're the greatest fucking producer of all time. And there's nobody better than you. There's nobody outshining you because you in this motherfucking chair. And like, if they was outshining you, then they'd be in this chair. I don't give a fuck what position they in or what money they make. They ain't right here. So like, with that being said, I see you got that beautiful thing, and I know we don't just got it right here for show.
No, it's not just to light up the studio and make cool designs on.
You want to show us what that thing can do?
Sure.
You need a little space, or you got it?
No, I got it.
To the side. So we more space. Oh, okay. Stutter effect.
Oh, that's a plugin if you guys want turned on or whatever.
Oh, that's the mixer track. That's fire. It looks complex from like first glance, but like I guess if you're a producer and you,
No, once you learn it, it's like,
Yeah.
honestly, it took me time because it was like learning a whole new instrument.
Yeah.
Because you have to learn all the menus and this and that. And then also I had to figure out how to set up. Like, this is just a set where I can just kind of ad-lib different beats.
Okay.
Never really the same set twice.
Okay.
I felt the same way about Pro Tools. Like I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, no, it took me like 3 days just to get a sound recorded into this. And I was like, I'm never going to learn this.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I said when I seen somebody like download it and try to do it, he usually does FL Studio, and he was like, it was a mess. I was like, yeah, that's why you gotta like sit down and watch some videos.
Yeah. Like I'm doing that right now with the SP44. I'm learning that.
Oh yeah, you said you got one of those. How is that?
It's very steep. I'll just say that. It's a very steep learning curve. But so far, I know how to actually put a beat together on there. So I got to that point.
That's a lot of light up. Oh shit! Like, how do you know where all the sounds are?
Because I have it all like put together. Like, here's all my drums. These are different drums. I have
Different colors, different sounds.
effects over here. I've got vocal vocal samples here. So I arrange all this so that way that when I start doing all this, I know what's what. And then I have, these are all in the same key. These are all in the same key. Those are also in the same key as this one. So I have it. I just learned that you can actually make it so the BPM changes when you trigger it. And I'm like, oh boy.
What? Okay.
Yeah. You can actually set it so like if I wanted this to kick in at 160 or whatever BPM, I could do that.
So like, let's say you had a drum right there, and you hit it, the BPM will change along with the beat.
Right. There's ways to, I mean, all this is done, a lot of that is all done ahead of time. So a lot of your Ableton work is done in the studio before you actually start making any noise with it. A lot of it is just preparation. So I'm trying to build like set templates. I might actually start offering those to other producers, people that use Ableton that want to have a template. Because I've learned ways to make instrument wraps where you can literally like just turn the button and changes the instrument. So you could have like 10 different bass sounds on there, and you can just pick whichever bass sound you want to use. It's pretty.
So that means you can mix in song like let's say like that'd be basically like your own control board, kind of like.
Yeah. You can do, I'm trying to learn how to do like a little bit of DJ type stuff with this, but it's a little different workflow than I think than like spinning records or whatever.
I wish y'all could see this, but this shit make my brain hurt looking at this shit. This shit, that shit look fucking tough. Like that's some tech shit. Like that's some
No,
real
it's very
like
technical.
Like
Yeah.
that's some like the mixing track. Like for all producers out there, you know what a mixing track look like.
Mixing, yeah.
Yeah. But looking at how she controls it from there and then through there is, bro, that takes skill, learning, in-depth learning, where you gotta really be in tune and have love for some shit to really like get in depth where she's at.
It's like house music with like, I don't know, what would you use?
I use a lot of like sounds from different countries and things like that, and like chants and things like that. I like mixing those in my beats.
I'm not gonna say what I think those sounds are because y'all gonna think I'm racist. I promise. Y'all gonna be like, he's racist. Definitely. 100%. I'm gonna just go ahead and say they sound like Indian sounds.
Yeah, a lot of them are Indian sounds. Cashmere is a big influence on me. No, I just like unique instruments. Like, I would love to travel the world and just go see the local musicians and be like, all right, come in the studio, let's make some music. Just random instrument players that play instruments I've never seen or heard of.
That sounds like a plan.
Hey, I'll straight up go to India and be
I would
like,
do
hey,
it.
you, here. Hey, come here.
Yeah, just some like random street performers, or you know what? Have you seen the guy that does metal music with Indian singers? He's on YouTube. It's really good. It's cool.
Okay.
They actually make the greatest metal singers.
I have not. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like how when you get like other people, I like watching other people slander American stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get into that. Other than that, that was a pretty dope experience. Honestly, as much of a headache as it was trying to like comprehend how you do that, that was fire. That was fire. That was like I appreciate you bringing that experience to me at least, because it's opening my eyes and know there's more to learn as a producer.
Yeah, for sure.
Jamaal, how did you feel about it?
I liked it. And the great thing about Jamaica is she got more than one style. Like, we heard a couple house.
Yeah, I do a little house. I do like some lo-fi. I do just straightforward hip hop, boom bap, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm actually working on a mix of a boom bap with Adele "Hello" over it.
Oh, that sounds fire.
It is actually. It's kind of working. I'm like, this kind of works, because I was playing the beat and I was like, then I just started singing "Hello" and I'm like, this might work. Let me drag that track.
Hello.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me. No, I can't
with like
sing.
a boom bap track under it. It's pretty cool.
Well, that was fire. That was a dope experience, as I said. Y'all, we were live here today with Jamaica. Do you ever produce Jamaica? Jamaica.
My producer name is Muziqli.
Oh, well,
That's
we're here
cool.
with Jamaica, a.k.a. Muziqli. She came here again and showed us a unique style of production it's new to me, if not to everybody else. It was fire. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Jamaal, you want to go ahead and close us out?
Yep. Real quick. Where can people find your stuff?
You can find it on any platform, pretty much every platform, at Muziqli. That's how you spell my producer name. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all those things. Spotify. I was just on my Spotify songs, and I was surprised by what's number one. It's a lo-fi track that I did a couple years ago. That I did the chords with voices, with my voice, instead of using like a synthesizer. It's a unique track, but it's actually number one out of my tracks. Like, it's been getting the most plays.
So go to Spotify and check that track out. Jamaica, I want to thank you for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. And with that being said, we're going to break, and there'll be messages at the break. All right. Peace.
Coming soon to all digital streaming platforms.
All right, we're back with Valley of the Beats podcast.
Motherfucker.
Our next guest is a guest that's been on the showcase. He is a producer, engineer, and why did somebody call me?
That's bad hosting.
Yep, I gotta take the call.
Then I'll bring our guest in. As he was saying, this guest is a world-renowned, I'm just joking, but you know what I'm saying, he is renowned in the community. He is local. He has been at a couple of our showcases. We've been tapped in with him for a minute. His name is none other than Lucas. Come on in, dog. How you doing, brother?
Good, thanks for having me.
Jamaal had to step out.
It's alright.
I think one of his hoes was calling. You know, he had to make sure he get his money. You should have heard him before he left out. He was like, "Bitch, you got my money." You know, I'm in here running this podcast. This shit ain't cheap. How you doing, dog? How you feeling?
Good. How are you guys?
Bro, I'm feeling good. That guy gone, you feel what I'm saying? But we could just like put like a ghost of himself in our mind right there. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Jamaal. But yeah, man, it's fire to have you on. We know we seen you around. You know, you've been local, man. How does it feel to be on here?
It's awesome. It's great. I wasn't expecting to be asked, but it was great. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. We say this to everybody. You sitting in this chair, you the GOAT, you the greatest. You feel what I'm saying? So we recognize your talent. That's why we brought you here.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You created this opportunity for yourself, for real. So
Appreciate it.
what got you interested in doing those showcases? You know, some producers just say low key, but you know, you went out in the front.
Definitely trying to avoid staying low key. Definitely want to get my name out there and try to find any way. Just because I come from DJing, so with that, it's easier to get gigs. But as a producer, you know, events like that where you got big speakers and you kind of got a crowd, like it doesn't really come that often. So definitely
That's
something
true.
I wanted to always kind of do.
Did you have anybody rap over your beats during the showcase?
I had my homie Alan Gunn. I've been friends with him since I started Crass, our engineering school. He was there and he just freestyled over some, and it was cold as always.
Yeah, we've had a couple of people who actually went to Crass come in and talk about it. You know, it's pretty cool. It's cool. It's a cool vibe. You feel what I'm saying? I went up there to actually try to sign up. I was like, nah, I ain't paying for that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it was cool, but there's a yin and yang to everything. I'll just
So
say
like,
that.
what would you feel like? Was there any instruments or knowledge that they introduced to you that you think you couldn't find anywhere else?
Definitely, yeah. Especially when it came to like big, large format consoles type shit. Because when you look up like SSL or Neve, like old consoles from the 70s and 80s on YouTube,
Like the control?
like the
board.
ones that fill the room. When you try to like look up how do I use this, how do I use a patch bay, it's
So tough.
yeah, it's like there's nothing almost. So yeah, it definitely helped just because it was in depth. that type of stuff.
And is that like the natural soundboard most people have nowadays, or somewhere close usually?
I would say most studios that have big, large format consoles, definitely. But as for like most of us, home users, maybe an SSL interface, but probably not a big console like that.
No, that's fire. But that's good actually, because you think about it, like when you're trying to get work as a producer, you have the fundamental knowledge of what to do. Even if you don't know how to use the DAW, you know how to operate the board, and that's essentially what DAWs are, electronic control boards nowadays. So like that's fire. And for those who haven't noticed, Jamaal has returned. Jamaal, welcome back.
Thank you.
He was doing his due diligence. I told him, Jamaal, you was, went to go get your money from your hoe. When you walked out, you was like, bitch, give me my money. But that's fire. We also see you brought in a little key. Can you tell us about what that is?
Yeah. This is it's from Teenage Engineering. It's an EP 133. It's just like a little MPC kind of sampler. So I sampled that in from vinyl. And yeah, you can put your drum one shots, put your samples into it, chop it up. Everything you can do with MPC pretty much.
Jamal, you ever seen something like that shit, bro? That shit fire.
I've seen it, but this is my first time seeing it in person. And how much does it cost? Because it's not expensive at all.
It was $300. It was cheaper than your 404, which I'd compare it to for sure. Yeah.
It look like a big ass calculator. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all remember them big ass calculators y'all used to use in school and shit?
It sounds like it too when you tap it.
Flip that motherfucker upside down and type boobs. Yeah, that's fire. Why'd you get that? Like there's a bunch of MPCs, like the Akai's, there's the MPD, there's the one with the pianos and shit on there. Like, why that one?
Well, I already have, I had an MPC 2000, and then I also have an MPC Live 2. And those are great. Like, those are amazing. But when I saw this, it just looked so cool. And it's actually a bit smaller than my Live 2, which it also has a battery and a speaker. But, like, it's almost as bigger than this guy right here, which I don't know if the audience can see, but it's bigger and probably heavier just because of the battery in it.
Yeah.
So this makes that look small.
Is it chargeable? Like you charge it? Or
it's got 4 AAAs in it.
Oh.
And then I can just plug in USB-C from anything, and then that can power it too.
That's fire.
It's pretty convenient.
That's like a fucking walking. And you could play that live. Like, let's say I wanted to save my work on there. Like, I played a loop, I played a raw ass sample, and I wanted to save it. Can I save it on there and then export it into a computer?
Yeah, it actually has this weird thing where you open it in like a Chrome tab, and you just download it, and it downloads it like it's from a website, but it's straight up on from here.
That's evolutionary.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And the way you could chop samples on there, that's fire.
Yeah, you can just like do it yourself, or just have it auto do it. So if you have like drum breaks, it just like kick, snare, like automatically.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Bro, look at this shit. When I tell y'all this is like a fucking calculator, bro, look, it even got the numbers on it.
Yeah, bro.
It got the numbers on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this motherfucker doing math on that shit. Bro, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember when it first came out, it sold out pretty quickly.
Did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it more expensive then than it was now, or is like same price?
It hasn't fluctuated.
Yes, same price. It's just you gotta find the right time when it's in stock.
Yeah, I got it from Guitar Center.
So what got you into sampling though? Like, there's many forms of production. Some people, as we call it, quantize, which is, you enter things in by the key. Some people play by hand, but you completely stripped the DAW, everything away. Like, what brought you here?
It's kind of funny because when I first started DJing, but I eventually got into producing after like remixing songs to DJ and making like DJ edits. So I'd basically be like recreating beats, and at that point like I started getting into production, but I couldn't ever make beats with the DAW. So everything I tried to make with like FL or Ableton sounded super whack. Like it still might, but like back then it really like to me sounded whack. And so I got into MPCs because I was always thinking like when I hear shit from the 90s, like that old boom bap shit, like they didn't have no FL or Ableton, so like what machine were they using? Because it like had to be more than just like a tape machine. Like that could like just the way it sounded, like it had to be some type of box.
Yeah, I forgot what the fuck they called that. The big white thing with the buttons on it. Fuck, you know what I'm talking about?
What, the NPC?
Yeah, with the
That's-
screen and shit.
And
Yeah.
that's what I was searching for, and I never knew the name. And like, I went to a school called EVIT here in Arizona. They had like a machine studio, and that was cool, but I couldn't figure that shit out.
Machines like the
Native Instruments.
Okay.
It was cool, and like I kind of tell that's what I was looking for, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just too stupid or something, but I couldn't figure that shit out.
No, they're hard to come by, and I think they're a lot more expensive than they were before.
Yeah, that too.
Because they're like
Too.
more vintage, and you know everybody's gonna want one type shit.
Right.
And,
And what makes the NPC different from a lot of instruments is the transistors within
The converters.
the transistor converters, which gives it that warm, punchy sound.
You can
But
drive it like a microphone preamp, like a Neve preamp almost. Like MPC has a preamp too, and you can drive it. And like I kind of this you know, it obviously it has some sort of preamp, but it's purely digital. Like the MPC, like yeah, I totally get what he's saying.
you got it. So it's more control basically with that one.
Almost, yeah, in a way. It's a way to control your sound.
Okay.
Big way.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So like, you know, I know a lot of producers like me and Jamaal. We're home taught. Jamaal, unless you went to school, and I didn't know you studied. Did you study music in school?
I had piano lessons and guitar lessons in college, but for the most part, I just learned on my own. Like I didn't really get into like learning from YouTube until much later. So for the first 5-6 years, I was just doing it by ear. So yeah.
So most of us, we all YouTube University. So like, what inspired you to go to school? Because not only is it an education, it's still schooling, and at this point in your life, it's considered more of a college level experience. And I know sometimes that takes commitment, and it's a tough drive to keep. So you know, what keeps you going, or what started you, and what keeps you going?
Definitely just like the love of music for sure, and also like my dad too. Like he's how I got all started into this. Like my first memory was like going through his record shelves collection, and yeah, definitely just my dad introducing me to music.
Do your parents pay for school?
They I had to do FAFSA loans, so I think I did half, and my parents helped with the other half. So
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. That's
Yeah.
fire.
oh yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know about outlets like that. They'll think, oh, I want to be a rapper. And then, like, the moment you say that, oh, I want to be a producer, like, it's just such a cutoff because nobody knows about the elaboration of what it means to actually do it, like, what comes with it, the actual, like, dynamics of it, you know? So
Hell yeah.
that's fire that your parents, you know, introduced you to that, and then they had knowledge of that. That's fire.
Oh yeah.
I fucks with that.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Your father is a DJ.
Yeah. He's been a DJ since he was like 5.
My
Wow.
dad is also a DJ.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he just asked me to do a mix today tomorrow, so I'm gonna see him tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. I like, you know, be grateful if you got that shit for real.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing to have,
Yeah.
type shit. So like, my question is now, or I think the one thing everybody wants to know is, you done went to school. You've been doing this for how long?
I mean, I guess since I was like, I've been making beats since like 13. So I guess I would say
and
that
how old are you now?
I'm gonna be 22 this year.
So
like,
you've been doing this for 7+ years. You've been to school. You've been to competitions. Now you've been around the block. What can you do with that thing?
with this right here,
Yeah, what
Yeah.
can you do with that thing?
I can show you.
I want to see it.
All right. Yeah. Let me know when it's like too much. That's all right.
You can keep going a little louder.
Okay.
Whatever fits your ears.
That's max on my end, but
Choose whatever samples you got. I don't know how you.
so I'll just go through a few of my projects, and whenever you guys want me to stop, I'll stop. So I have a few drum run hits right here. So got a kick, snare, a hi-hat.
And Jamaal, I'll let you call it whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's fire.
Oh yeah. So I have that, and then I kind of transposed it across these pads, and I came up with
Okay.
Yeah.
That almost sounds like that ghetto concept group.
Oh yeah. But yeah, you can solo your groups. I have my drums and sample on different groups. It's got like auto effects.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like how it does on the screen.
I know, that's one of the best, coolest parts. They're like velocity sensitive, so the harder I press, the slower it goes on this pad, and then the harder I press, the faster the filter kind of modulates. The harder I press on this one, the faster the filter goes.
Okay.
I can combine pads type.
Oh, it's like a DJ. Oh,
It's almost like DJing, especially with this fader, because I can assign the fader to be level.
DJ produce. It's DJ and engineering in one.
Almost, yeah. Like it was so cool when I was just messing with it, and I was like, damn, because the MPC is so cool, but there's just little things about this. It might die soon, but it'll be alright.
So that's good for live showcasing.
Yeah, but that was the first beat. This one is more of a faster sampled Sister Nancy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Drum and bass.
yeah, big jungle drum and bass.
It's that shit you hear when you playing that arcade game. That's fast-paced surfing shit.
Bass only. But yeah, go to the next project.
Who else sampled that? I forgot who else sampled that.
Jay-Z.
And Kanye.
Yeah, Bomb. I think it was just Bomb. But yeah, those first two are sounds. I sampled all those sounds. This one is entirely stock sounds. So when you buy this in box and turn it on, it has this shit in it already. So these drums, and then try to find the one I use. Yeah, that one. So I was just kind of messing with this, and then I just kind of came up with this.
Okay.
And some two-step type stuff.
Some breakdance shit.
And then that's in the same project, but it's a second pattern.
House.
Yeah, so kind of fusion. It's got that halftime.
Hey.
It's got some weird stuff on here.
If you could project that onto like a screen while you play that, like, and they can see the effects, that'd be fucking fire at a party.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's picking this up, but yeah, if you could see it, it's dope. But yeah, that's project 3. I got 4.
Does it see it? A little bit. Yeah, it
Little
sees
bit.
it. It sees it.
This one I didn't program anything, but these are all stock sounds too. So I was kind of thinking of making something reggae with this one.
Okay.
Maybe sampling the drums into my computer or something, but this next one. So it samples Bob James.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's some skateboard shit.
Yeah.
You got some good video game tracks
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
So I sampled this break first, this synthetic break, and then I just kind of, these drums are stock sounds too, and I kind of heard the hi-hat and the kick and stuff, and I thought it would be cool if I matched it up. So it kind of slaps a little bit, but I feel like, and I don't mean like slaps like it's so good. Like I mean like the snares are kind of slapping, like they're kind of clashing with each other. But I think it still sounds a little good.
Oh. Yeah.
And then one of my favorite things are the effects on here. Hear that tail out.
Okay, let's end it right
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Real quick, Lucas, is there anybody that you want to shout out?
Definitely my dad, like I was saying.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, my girl who's always supporting me. My best friend Lewis, he's been there since we were kids. Definitely the homies from Crass. Everyone. We call ourselves Saguaro Mob. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Fire.
Sorry if I went over. I didn't mean to get too into it.
Shout out to
you
all
good.
the musical dads out there, including mine. You know,
Yeah, man.
shout out pops. Like, you know, without
For real.
y'all, like, we wouldn't have a sense of musical taste. I'm not on mic. Without y'all, we have a sense of musical taste. So shout out y'all. You know what I'm saying? We really did this shit today. Again, for y'all those who don't know, this is Lucas. You know what I'm saying? Lucas, where can we find you on social media just in case we want to fuck with your beats, dog?
Definitely Instagram, DJ Lucas D, DJ LUCASD. I'm on Spotify too as DJ Lucas D. I got a few beat tapes. And yeah, for sure.
All right. I want to thank you for coming out. And we're going to go straight to break, excuse me. And there'll be messages at the break.
Will there for real? We got messages at the break?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Starting at just $5, you can reach a new audience by advertising your product, service, or event on Valley of the Beats, the podcast. Again, starting at just $5. DM Valley of the Beats and start advertising today.
All right, we're back with Valley of the Beats podcast. Our last guest is actually the winner of the beat battle that happened in March. He beat out 2 other producers. His stuff was clean. His stuff was hitting hard. And it was coming through a crappy speaker, so I apologize for that. But he still killed it. That's how good his stuff is. His name is
Wildstar. What up, Slide? Type shit. Came in with the Akatsuki sandals. Feel me? Big ninja shit. A ninja nigga. Know what I'm saying? Yo, we in here, yo. We in here, yo. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. So how things been going with you, man?
Shit good, you know, just cooking up more music, you know, building the vision a little bit more with my team, you know.
Okay. And who is your team?
My boy C-Bread, my boy Dre Bottle, my boy Fat Patterson, you know, my boy Sex,
Okay.
you know, my whole gang. Shout out K2 too. And Space.
So my question is, how did you get into music? Like, what got you into production and so on and so forth?
Man, shit, being younger, my father was a boxing coach and shit, and he wanted me to do boxing.
Oh, okay.
But I was always into like art and shit, like Pharrell, like NERD, Linkin Park. I was just into all different type of music,
Nice.
and I just chose like this my life right here. So I just been fucking with it since a little kid.
So how did your father feel when you start getting into music? Like, since he wanted you to.
Yeah, my father a street nigga from the East Coast. He from Jersey, so you know niggas looking at that shit like hell no. You know,
Okay.
He wasn't fucking with that. I could curse up here.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Like,
Yeah.
I understand. But, you know, you just got to do what's in your heart. And,
Exactly.
You know, whether people accept it or not, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, on God.
So, as far as production, like, what's your tools? Like, what do you use?
I got an MPK. I started cooking up on an MPC. I use Logic, FL. I record in Pro Tools, sometimes Logic, but I use mostly everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask? What did your neighbor do to make you that mad? Cause I know you had to skin they dog for that hat, bro.
Oh yeah, we out here killing wolves, yo. We went to the jungle. Me and my shorty, we went to the jungle, killed a wolf, and came back. You know?
for real?
Nah.
I was about to say, hey, if he start lying on you, you know you.
Yeah.
She finna start getting phone calls. Yo,
Oh,
can
God.
you help me with this wild animal in my lawn? But
Nah, we got a couple projects coming out. Like me and my girl, her name Anna E. We got a couple things coming out, bags, hats. You know, we bringing the fashion shit over here to AZ, you know.
That's fire. That's fire. Y'all hear that? They bringing fashion shit. So, you know, that's actually pretty cool because not a lot of like artists, creatives really focus on like that part. They really focused on the art before they focused on that shit. So that's good. That's good.
Exactly, man. I like to get inspiration from all different type of animes, all different like movies and shit. And I feel like your drip, your outfit, the aesthetic, you know, that's your brand, you know. Mm-hmm. So that shit is important.
They gonna pay attention. They gonna look at it. They be like, oh yeah, that's Wildstar. Yeah,
exactly.
Like how Cardi out here dressing like a motherfucking kid in Plato's closet and shit, like going crazy. That's fire though. So like, what was your thoughts when you first won that beat battle? Like, you know, how was you feeling? Was you just like, I knew I was gonna win that shit?
Honestly, I knew I was gonna win, but I was grateful, you know. Cause like I'm just confident in that sense, but I'm grateful to even be a part of something like that, you know.
Yeah.
And AZ got a lot of different shit. I'm from Jersey, so it's really different over here.
Yeah.
And if you look at the sound over here, it's almost like how hip hop originated, like the boom bap and all that shit. A couple people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was humble, man. It was a great experience, man.
Yeah, it was a dope experience, especially since I did that on the whim. I was like, a week prior, I was just like, you know what, we should just do something, you know, out in the open.
Yeah.
And I hit Wildstar, I hit Out of Space, DJ Nonsense, and K2 up, and they came out and rocked the stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, that shit is crazy. Like, Arizona scene is building. Yeah. And it's gonna be like the next biggest thing, and a lot of people don't even know it. I feel like this is the perfect place.
Do you think people focus too much on the scene versus themselves, or do you think that the scene is something we essentially need to grow?
I think we need the scene. If you look at like early hip hop, you had break dancers, DJs, everybody had a part of hip hop, you know, and it was a community. Collaboration is like one of the biggest things to me in music.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta collaborate to create sound, to create looks. The whole world is a collaboration, how this shit came apart. So like, you know, that's the greatness. And Arizona artists are like they're so different from all the other shit out there. I feel like we put a lot of attention on places like LA or places that's close over here instead of Arizona, like artists over here and shit.
I agree with that.
I ain't never thought about that. Like, you know, we really out here giving attention to like more people than our own, for real.
Yeah. Nah, man, where I'm from, I'm from Jersey, and like I'm 20 minutes from Harlem. So niggas always wanted to be what New York was. I mean, everybody did at one point, but like after Fetty Wap blew up and shit, he from my hood. After he blew up, it was just like, oh, yo, this shit is possible anywhere, you know. And every place is different, and it's something special. Yo, I never seen a cactus before. I'm from the city, so when I came out here, I'm like, a fucking cactus? It's foreign out here, yo, and it's dope, and it's gonna shine like crazy. This gonna be the wave over here. Everybody's gonna try to bite the sound over here. Everybody's gonna try to dress like everybody. It's gonna be hella people out here, you know?
Become hip.
Exactly. It is, man. If you look at the competition that we did, man, just the music and the energy and the vibes that you guys brought is about to create a whole new era of music.
Yeah.
So what projects can we expect from you? What's coming up? What we looking forward to?
I got a project with my boy C-Bread the Kid coming out very soon. La La Land 3. I'm about to drop an AI album.
AI
What
album?
the?
Yeah.
This the talks. Hold on.
Yeah.
This the talks. This the talks.
Yeah.
Cause me and Jamaal was just talking about this the other day. Jamaal was having thoughts. Honestly, Jamaal, I'm gonna let you. Well, so Jamaal, what's your process on it? And then I want to hear Jamaal your thoughts on that process and how you feel about it.
So if you look at Chad and Pharrell, they was like big. They pretty much most of the radio at one point was NERD. I mean the Neptunes.
Yeah.
And I feel like with AI, what I'm trying to do with my brand is produce songs and write songs for different artists that I hear, so I can actually put these artists on my beats, come up with the lyrics, and you know, dish it out to whoever wants to be a part of it. And I think that it's scary, but at the same time, it's the future. And if we don't adapt to it, we're gonna drown. It's a whole new wave on the way.
Yeah. because with AI, the whole thing is creating more opportunities, and at the same time,
Yep.
it is taking away jobs too.
Exactly.
So it's like you gotta find your way through the AI because it's coming. These companies are coming with their AI
Yes.
stuff,
Yes,
so
they
you
are.
gotta, find your way through all this.
Yeah, real shit, son. Bruh, AI, yo, they got this shit where AIs is doing hair, lashes. They got real, like, if you look out here, it's cars, self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Like, this shit picking up so fast, virtual reality, and everybody's chilling. But if we don't start learning the AI, it's gonna be crazy. It was like this when the cell phone started dropping, when technology, computers, everybody was worried, but we had to adapt. So yeah, AI is the
Wait.
future.
Who the fuck is letting AI do their hair? and
Yo,
makeup?
you'll be surprised, yo.
How is that even possible? Like, I understand, like, self-driving cars.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lump that. I mean, it can be considered AI, but I just feel like that's an advanced form of technology towards the
Yeah.
means of transportation. Whereas we look at AI as an artificial means of a device taking
Yeah.
information and creating something and doing something programmed
Exactly.
without being programmed to. So like if I say, yo, I want you to draw this picture, it makes something of itself, but essentially it doesn't. It takes from a database
Yep.
and creates a mush.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta people gotta know how to properly use it, like Tony Stark or like Batman. Like these people had this shit. Yo, real shit. I was dead creating chord progressions with the AI. Like I be coming up with chord progressions, but if I need a little bit more, I communicate with the AI and I learn a whole bunch of different things about music. All the data in it, like yo, the shit is crazy.
But ain't that taken away from you actually creating the beat though? Like,
Nah, I'm nice like that. So I'm nice without that shit, without technology. I play instruments. So, I it's scary. Like I said, the whole Drake shit, I don't know if you saw it with him dissing Kendrick with the AI shit. It's scary, but it's something special, and AI will never be able to take over humans or like the real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing without us.
I see what you saying. You feel like it's never gonna be like in the movies where this nigga come alive and
Like the Terminator and shit. Hell no.
yeah,
We built that shit. We could destroy it.
It's always gonna be somebody behind it. But that's what make people scared of it.
Yeah.
It's not the AI we scared of. It's the motherfucker using it. That's
Yeah,
what you should
exactly.
Be worried about.
Yeah, it's too late. It's the gates done open, like I be thinking about history and a lot of different things, man, but it's crazy. That AI shit is real wild. But it's opening doors.
Everything is a mental. Yeah, everything is a mental.
Yeah.
Everything is the way we make our music. Like I agree. I'm not lying. Like I was telling Jamaal,
Yeah.
like if you made a beat, right, and you wanted to, let's say, you don't have 300 rappers to go see how this beat, see who sound on this beat. You got AI. You can see who sound right on the beat.
Yeah.
And you could be like, yo, or like we was just talking about this the other day. You could sell that as a reference track.
Exactly.
Like you could be like, yo, I got this track for you. I'll sell you this shit 500, bro. Like, yeah, you want this song or whatever. Woo, woo, woo. So instead of having to make
Yeah.
the song yourself, now you can sell reference tracks without having to wait for an artist.
Exactly. Yo, these artists are kind of like, they're not creative at all. Like, I done been in big studios with big artists, and they don't even come up with none of the shit. They don't write none of their shit. They don't even produce none of the music. It's somebody giving it to them. And, like, for the producers and the people that's really talented with this music shit, it's an opportunity, like you said, to give out reference tracks, to get into different rooms and show people what you're able to do. The AI is just your assistant.
And I won't shame no major artists or nobody, cause like they're feeding us at that point.
Exactly,
They're
we need
presenting
them.
Us. Like
Yeah.
they're like the president of the United States. They're not a figurehead, but
Yeah.
they're in a position to make certain things happen for us. So like,
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying? I know, like, let's say SZA didn't write Snooze, but like she made that record become Snooze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
It's a whole, but that, like, okay, so you got the people that's creating the shit, and I do feel like they don't get enough light either. I mean,
writers.
yeah, they don't get enough, like, we look at artists and we really just look at it like them. Like Michael Jackson, great example. He had Quincy Jones behind him. He had really important producers with him and different artists.
And you know, we need each other. We need we need artists to rap the shit. You know, we need all of that different shit. But I feel like everybody needs to get credit for what they do. You know, everybody deserves a percentage.
And they do get writers credit and shit like that.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like? Would you feel like they like? If it was really that dominant of a problem, would you?
Well, it happened.
More expressive, right?
It happened to me like a minute ago because I didn't know the business. And somebody literally I produced. I did the reference tracks. I gave the whole album, and they literally ran off with the shit. I didn't know my business at this time. Like this had to be like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And that's another thing. Artists need to know the business and how the shit works if you don't want to get into that. So one thing I will say, you put yourself in a position to fail when you don't know the business. So that's your fault at the end of the day.
That's true. That's true. You can't be mad at it. Like you gonna look at them like, damn, yeah, that's my fault. Cause if I was in a position, I would have did the same thing. If I knew what I was doing. If he a sucker, he a sucker. But most we ain't gonna work with a sucker. So
yeah,
like yo, that's on real talks. I'm glad you knowledgeable. Like you think in the head. You definitely think in the head of the times. And I know you ain't trying to like downplay the process of what we do. You just say
exactly.
Like, it's more to it, and you don't have to be afraid of it or say it's bad. It's bad because you don't understand it.
Yeah, people hate people look at labels in a bad way, and they be like, yo, they're taking everybody's shit, like a 360 deal, all this shit. But yo, these artists are nothing without these big labels investing into them and putting in. So you gotta break bread. You just can't expect somebody to help you and then take and run off. Like, you know, there's different mindsets in the music game, and I see it every day. You got regular artists, and then you have people that have visions. Like, you know.
Yeah, I know what you. And I agree with that too. I had to stop thinking like that at one point.
Yeah.
Like, can't just cause you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what the fuck? You think I might give you $2 million and be like, yeah, nah, you good, bro? Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
You my money back.
The system has failed us, like the school system, all of that shit. You know, I think we need to like the competition that we had. I thought it was dope because I really see it like, yo, all these artists coming together, we can really build a whole new industry because everybody's so worried about the music industry. Oh, I want to be here. I want to be famous. But that's not important. It's about building with people and creating a foundation, you know, bringing back love and, you know, real shit. Because everybody can be successful from this shit. You just got to play your cards right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, look, check this. Excuse me. Check this out. Now, your knowledge right now is mad wild.
Yeah.
But how does that knowledge transfer over into your talent?
Okay. So, true story.
No. We wanna see. We wanna.
Oh, you wanna hear? Yeah. Oh, okay, bad. Let me
turn it down a little bit.
Let me see. Let me play some shit right now. I'm gonna play you. At the competition, I had played this beat, but this is a song that I'm working on right now. For an album with multiple different artists, and yeah, right now I'm still in the engineering process, like fixing the verses and shit, but I'm playing right now.
What program is that?
This is Logic.
Okay.
I put it over in Logic when I want to like cook my beat over it, cause I like to cook up while I'm recording motherfuckers. I don't know.
It looked a little different, but I think that's cause you got your setup going.
Yeah, my setup crazy.
You an artist?
Yeah, I make music too, yo. That's why I said like sometimes I be getting lost in the producer category, but yo, I'm an artist. Like I got albums on the way, and I'm not just a rapper either. Like I got different shit on the way. I'm trying to create a whole new wave. But if you look right here, I was just bringing niggas in the studio. Everybody was hopping in. I'm just engineering the session, throwing different people in different places and shit. But I like to go in there, play with the sounds. This is a sample right here too. I chopped this up from some African shit.
Okay. Piano.
Like some deep London house music type shit. I like sampling everything. It's a challenge to me.
You know.
Let me see what else I got in here. I'm gonna play you some shit that I just made.
Okay.
Just to let y'all know, this man sent me a beat a while back. He played it at the. I was like, yo.
Oh yeah. Well. We got some shit on the way, yo. I'm telling you, yo, I've been trying to get it. I had DM'd you a minute ago. I'm trying to cook up with y'all, man. I'm trying to like I said, build the sound for AZ and create that foundation.
I just been coming back in the groove. I've been on silent mode doing a little work. And, you know, shout out Marmera for that shit too. Been helping me get back in my groove. We definitely been creating some shit. We got some shit on the way. Actually, we just had a big ass collaboration called the Big Baby collaboration. So that's another phenomenal producer out here. I definitely recommend looking out for, connected with. Shout out Baby.
Yeah.
Shout out,
I want y'all to take me. I mean, I want me all those people, man. Introduce them. I played this beat at the competition too. This is already a song that I have out already. It's called 7 a.m. Rage. Yeah, that shit right there. Yep. This me too. I got the music videos out too for it. Like,
Okay.
I also direct videos too. So
I got Cardi beats. That's what I like. I like that Cardi shit.
oh nah, yo. I just want to clarify this now. The beats that I played at the competition, that was some regular shit. Cause I know that's the frequency we in right now with the music shit. But I got some real, I'm talking about like some different shit.
Okay.
But yeah, I be cooking up videos too. This is the video for right here. I got you. Yeah, this is
Shot it.
Yeah, I be editing too. I be doing that too. My side hustle is film.
Cause I also shoot videos.
Oh yeah, we about to collab like crazy, man. I'm rapping right over the crackheads and shit on Skid Row. Real shit. It's real out here, yo. And like nobody's better than anybody. And like people got some crazy ass stories. You know?
So seeing a ski mask, how do you feel about the ski mask culture with everybody wearing a ski mask nowadays? Do you feel like that's promoting a negative culture where everybody wearing a ski mask, or do you feel like that's just, you know, the way?
I think that everything that our culture does is gonna be looked at as bad. But if you look at it, it's people in Germany, like in different European places with masks on. You know, everything that our culture does is gonna be looked at as a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, cause I feel like a mask, you being look at Batman. That's my nigga, Batman. Like I grew up watching Batman heavy. I always wanted to be Batman. I feel like Batman now. This nigga, it feel like a superhero wearing a mask.
True.
But yeah, I got a lot of different projects and shit. I got an animation that I'm about to drop. It's like some Adult Swim shit.
Yeah, we'll definitely display that on the video.
Yeah. I'm gonna get in there with y'all in the studio. Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah, it's like some Adult Swim type shit. I got some samurai shit coming out too. Like I said,
Was that hard?
oh nah, this shit ain't hard at all, man. When I'm in that vibe, I could go just like when I'm making music. Like making music has taught me how to like think of the world and how to do shit. Like I look at everything as music, like the way that the keyframes are with the animation and shit.
Yeah, we have to blur that out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, we can see that on the screen?
I hope
Oh,
not.
no. But once we put it,
Yeah.
you have to blur it out.
Man, it's a lot of different shit. I honestly didn't come prepared, but
Oh, good. But yeah, we're gonna end it on that note since we're running.
He had
a little
titties
bit.
on the screen.
So
She was like, yeah, I help with that.
yeah.
So with that being said, is there any people that you want to shout out?
Shout out my mama.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out my hood. Patterson, New Jersey. Yeah.
Madison.
Shout out the niggas locked down. Free my niggas. Shout out my wifey. Shout out Seabread the kid. Shout out the whole gang. Shout out y'all, yo.
No problem, man. And where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, all platforms. Just Greeny Wildstar, GreenyWildstar. Greeny Wildstar.
Lock in with the mans. I just want to say you were like probably one of the most eccentric people we had on the podcast, especially like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes a lot of people really wait for the questions to be asked and stuff, but like I feel like you really brought the conversation to the table.
Yeah.
So I fucks with that.
Yeah. My God, we all on the same frequency. You feel me? Great minds think alike.
So with that being said, we about to close this bitch out. All right, you feel what I'm saying? We got Jamaal X in it, bitch.
Yes, sir.
We got Wildstar in it, bitch, turned up with the mask on, feel me? Killed his neighbor dog for the head, you know what I'm saying? Tight shit. Told that bitch, leave him alone. Then you got your boy Miles Taylor, big anomaly shit, you know what I'm saying? You know where we at. We at Sound Lab making shit happen. We made magic today. We hope y'all have a blessed night. You understand? Stay blessed, whatever God you believe in.
Yes, sir.
See in, be yourself, and stay live. Feel what I'm saying?
All right, peace. And we're out.
Yeah, hell yeah.